everybody. Hello, Aline, Cinderella, Default. Can you see the screen? Tonight we'll go ahead with the 10 fetus. Theta. 10 fetus. 10 components promotes richest reviews from Sangaya, Piti, history, Afriji, ignorance. Okay, the heritage. Okay, thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, just wait for a moment. Maybe the body is. Hello, Doctor. Body. We can see.
Working.
Welcome back.
Sound.
Okay, everything is good. How are you?
Okay, that's good.
Good. Okay.
Okay,
So the
yeah, go on. All right. As I said, I'm going to look at this Mahamangala Sutra.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Mahamangala Sutra.
The third book.
The third book. Yeah, just
page 49. You can.
page 49. Yeah, just wait for a moment. Looking into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
49. All right.
Because yeah, on my computer, on this computer, I didn't download, but in the office, I did it.
All right.
Wait for a moment, and just 3 minutes. I think it is enough. Talk about it.
Take your time. If you're going to do that, take your time. Otherwise, yeah. So you can download that, or is there a problem?
Yeah, easy for me to download from the email.
Okay.
Yes, from the email I
Page
can.
49. We'll go to page 49. We'll go very slowly.
Yeah, it means 5 sutras of the Buddha. You named it. You name it 5 sutras of the Buddha.
Yeah, 5 sutras.
Yeah, 5 essential sutras of the Buddha, right? This is the book.
Yeah, the nobly renowned 5 sutras.
Yeah, okay.
5 sutras of the Buddha to promote prestigious virtue of Meththa.
Yeah,
That's
I can see that. Yeah, it has been done. I will show the screen and ask you to check if it is right.
Yeah, that's the one. Page 49.
Page 49, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Is it?
That's right. You go to 49, page 49.
Page 49.
Oh, okay. 49. Yeah.
49.
Instead of starting from there, instead of going from the beginning, I just want to. Is the last? Yeah, 49.
I just get the Mahamangala Sutra. Yeah, the PDF edition.
Yeah. 49. Is it 49?
No, 49. Just 30, 39.
No, you go to 49 according to this one.
Is it right?
I believe so.
So what's the
Mahamangala Sutra?
Mahamangala Sutra? I see. It's different.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
I just download the third book, not the third book, the second book, right?
The last one. The last one in the book.
Oh, the last
page
one.
49. It is on page 49. Yeah, that's the book. But you have to go to page 49.
I didn't. It's so sorry.
It's all right.
So have you got the?
I got the page. I have got the book here. So I want you to go to page 49.
Yeah, I didn't find it on computer. Sorry about that. Mhm.
Is the one I can see. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah. So you have to scroll it down
Mm.
to page 49. Right at the bottom. You can come from the bottom. 58 is the final page.
Mangala Sutra. You need us to download this one?
Yeah, that's the one. Last one. Let's scroll it down.
Okay. No, maybe the book is quite different. Okay, so could you tell the content, please? Content.
Yeah, it's number 49. It says introduction.
Introduction of what?
Yeah, Mahamangala Sutra introduction. So you go down, down to 49.
Actually, the page is not in 49. No,
Hmm?
49.
No 49?
No,
What's
no
the last
worries
one?
about.
What's the last
Hold on.
page? What's the last page?
Oh, last page. Okay, 39.
Oh, 39 pages only. Then
And the end of the Mahamangala Sutra, the last one, the last one.
Go a little bit up.
Okay, I will go
Which
on for
page is
it.
that?
Okay, so verse which? 3?
It's 39, isn't it? Ah, right. So,
Right.
okay, go up. Sorry about
Go
that. I
up.
have to send the right one. So I'll send you the right one. So I have
Mm.
added another sutra to that. It's
So which verses? Which verses?
it
Which
is
verse?
what happened is I just
Yeah.
send you the wrong one, I think, because I have added some sutras into that. The book is all right. Sorry about that. That's my mistake. So
Oh, okay.
go up, go up.
Go up. Mm.
Yeah, that's
Mahamangala
yeah, yeah.
Sutra.
And there's an introduction before that. Yeah. So
Before that.
slowly, yeah, 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 somewhere around that point. Just
Introduction.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
many. Yeah. So many
That's
things.
that. Yeah, just go a little bit down. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Here
stop
it
there.
is.
That's all.
Okay. No
Sorry.
worries about
So
that.
page is the wrong one. Yeah, yeah. So I had to
Yeah.
get. I'll send you another one.
Okay. No
It has
worries.
got all the things, you know. So sorry
After
about
the
that.
if you have time, send me the updated one. No worries.
Okay, I'll send that tonight or tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now the book that I have, posted, it has got that is the correct one. So the PDF, when we were doing, halfway of the book, I think we sent that to you,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So I'll send
Yeah.
that
No
again.
worries.
Okay. Right.
Okay. No
Now,
worries.
okay, let us go through this one, Mahamangala Sutra. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have briefed without bringing the Magadhi terms in in English only what this sutra says. That is what it says. This sutra is related to an incident where a well-controlled person came to see the Buddha.
Mm.
On that day in the midnight,
Yeah.
and that person raised a question to Buddha. The question was, I have controlled myself so much. Why can't I go beyond that? I got stuck somewhere in my self pride due to the achievement that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was controlling himself and he said to Buddha, I am so, I control my system, to that extent, but still I can't move towards the bliss of Nibbana or the supreme calmness. So we can go down and go to the sutra, which will be another few pages down. Please go down. Then I can go to the further down. further
Further
down,
down.
yeah, 34, 35, 36, further down.
Okay, a bit down.
Yeah, yeah, that's a little bit further down. 35, page 35, a little bit down. Yeah, somewhere
Yeah,
there.
behind.
Yeah, can you stop
The,
somewhere there? Yeah, a little bit more
okay,
down. Yeah,
a little bit more.
yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
during that time, name unknown, literally well-controlled monk came to
Mm-hmm.
Buddha and asked, "How can I get rid of my spiritual pride?" The
Yeah,
pride
pride.
related to the spirituality or
Yeah.
the the well-controlled person is asking Buddha, how can I move towards bliss of Nibbana or the serenity and tranquility
Mm-hmm.
from this point onwards, because I got stuck somewhere here.
Yeah, got stuck. Yes, yes.
That's what, that's what the person said. I got stuck, right? Now,
Yes.
as I said yesterday, I'm not going to go through the entire sutra. I'm going to go through the first term or the first verse, sorry. First verse, we have got stuck
Okay.
here. So, first verse and the last verse.
Mm.
Okay. Now,
First
this,
verse and the last verse. Okay, no problem.
yeah,
So,
we'll do that one
and
and the last one later. Not yet. Yeah, we can go and have a look. Yeah,
last one
last
is
one.
the 12th one.
Yeah, 12. Yeah,
12th.
12. So we'll
Okay,
come to that
12th.
later.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, go
we'll
ahead
go
from the
up and
first one.
down. Yeah, up
Okay.
and down. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
You
okay.
can stop there. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. And yes, let us look at how this question was raised.
Mm.
Bahu deva manussacha. Bahu deva manussacha. Bahu deva manussacha. Mangalani achintayum. Maybe hard to pronounce, but uh, let us look at the meaning, as we go along. Akanka mana sottanang bruhi mangalamuttama. Okay?
Yeah.
So, bahu deva manussacha. Bahu is, okay, look at the three terms. Bahu deva manussacha. Manussacha means the highest level that you can get in this life, which is Nibbana or complete calmness, complete peacefulness. So, no matter what is happening outside, this particular person who becomes Manussa, Manussacha, or Manussa cannot be changed the way he is living with peace. No matter what is happening in the outside world, he's not changing. His attitudes or you name anything, nothing will be changed. It's like, as you know, the Buddha. When people shout at Buddha, no change. It's like a rock. So no matter what you do, rock doesn't change its position. That is called Manussacha. So to come to that point, Manussacha, Bahu Deva, I control myself. Deva means controlling. Can you follow me? What I'm talking about? The very first three, words I'm looking at. Bahu Deva Manussacha. Can you follow me?
Bahudeva Malusaja. Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. We are not going to go fast. We are going to go very slowly. Bahu
Yeah.
Deva Manussacha. Bahu Deva Manussacha. Bahu Deva Manusaya. Bahu means enormous amount of controlling power I achieved. Bahu is lots.
Lots.
I have controlled my system fully according to my thinking. That's the question he asked. According to that person's thinking. Now see, when a person says I have controlled myself, that depends on what the person's power, how much power that person has got. That may not be enough to get rid of all these impurities in the system, but that person thinks I have done enough. So something like that. Bahu Deva Manusaja. I have spent a lot of time to control myself, and I have come to a peak or the highest level in my controlling power. So
Oh.
Bahu Deva Manusaja is telling Buddha, Bahu Deva Manusaja. I have controlled myself to become Manusaja. What is Manusaja? To be a person who is totally purified the impurities in the system. What are the impurities? All the unwholesome actions.
Yeah.
I have done so much of practice
Yeah.
to control myself
Mm.
to become a manusaja, to bring my all the impurities down from the
Mm.
system.
All right.
If I say that, very using very simple terms, I have done so much. As I have done so much to bring my or eradicate my impurities from the system, to clean myself.
Mm.
Mangalani achintayung. That means achintayung is countless or immeasurable amount of things I have eradicated. Achinta means,
Achinda.
achinta. The next one, mangalani achintayung. To come to this state, now I'm in a state where I have done so much, and that's enormous. Achinta is enormous amount of controlling is done.
Mm.
When that happens, still I can't move
Mm.
towards the bliss of Nibbana or the full eradication of my impurities. I can't feel that. I can't
Yeah.
see that. So why he says all of a sudden he's telling what has happened to him in the next line, akanka mana sottana. Akanka means here comes the mana. Mana is the pride.
Yeah. The pride. Pride.
Akanka mana. Overwhelming
Akatama.
akanka mana came to my system.
Yeah. Mana. Ah, mana is here.
Now, okay, now we have to go to mana. Where is mana? It is in the 10 fetters. Okay,
Temperature.
yeah, 10 fetters. If you go to 10 fetters later, okay, what
Okay,
you can see
I
is,
will.
yeah, if you go to 10 fetters, yeah, you can go now. You can go to mana,
Mana.
uddacha, avidya.
Mm.
Mana, uddacha, avidya. Three things. Yeah, mana, uddacha, avidya. That's right. We got mana. We have highlighted mana,
Yeah.
uddacha, and avidya. Can you see that? Mana,
Oh,
uddacha,
mana.
avidya. Mana, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uddacha and avidya.
Udacha.
And avidya. So if you
Avija.
go, okay, so you know where those three items are. So
Mm-hmm.
now Buddha realized, okay, let us go back to the other one again. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go.
Here go up and down. Sorry. Yeah, that's good. So now see, I'm still trying to figure out what this person is explaining to Buddha. Otherwise, we won't be able to understand this sutra.
Yes, please.
Bahu deva manussacha. So I started controlling myself with an enormous amount of, power or practice, I would say. I was trying to control myself from impurities with enormous amount of, practice. Bahu deva. For what? To become a supreme human being. Manussacha. I'm going back to that first three words again because I want to go up and down, so that you get a better understanding. So, Bahudeva Manussacha Mangalani. That is unbiased situation, unbiased. No attachments towards anything. Unbiased. Mangalani, I all explained here, written by myself. But I'm using other terms to explain so that you get a better understanding. Unbiased, optimistic, to become a supreme human being. Manussacha. Mangala is unbiased, optimistic. Mangalani achintayum. Those two sounds are coming together. Mangalani achintayum. That's, enormous amount. Enormous amount. Mangalani.
Ah,
Bliss. Eternally. Eternally means, it's achintayum is eternal. Eternal,
Achintayum.
eternal means there is no of measuring the amount. Unmeasurable. Unmeasurable amount of controlling power I got. But all of a sudden, Akanka is here comes mana. Here comes Akanka is here comes the mana.
Here
Obstructive mana.
comes the man. Akam.
Here comes the mana into my system and stop everything.
Yes.
And Sottanang, how to eradicate that? Buddha is asking how to eliminate that mana. That is the Sotta means Sottanang. Sotta means to eradicate. So if you see this term or the sound Sotta Sottanang in any sutra, that is what it means. When it says mana in another sutra, mana means that pride, of course. If you see the term akanka, it, here comes into my system. So there, Buddha is using the same sounds for same meaning. So he's not giving something else in another sutra to confuse you. So once you study this and understand the terms in Magadhi, you can read another one and figure out what that says. That's the beauty of Buddha's teachings. Make sense? So
Yeah.
this word Deva, Deva is controlling. Deva is controlling.
Ah, controlling.
Deva is controlling. Bahu Deva. Deva means controlling. So if you see another sutra with that term Deva, that means Bahu Deva is Deva. Deva is controlling.
Devas. And
Okay.
maybe devas it means the human and the heaven being, right?
No.
No.
That is confusing because
Okay.
we have not seen them. So, but how can you believe them?
Yeah.
Buddha never taught. Buddha never taught things that you can't understand, suspicious things. No, never.
No.
Because now see, the question is this. I thought you are going to ask because you raised that question. I like that you raised that question because you can remember. But here, I want you to go through this the way we have understood and If you say to yourself, no, I can't agree with this, then you have to come with a better solution than what it says. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the time being, I'm asking you to look at this sutra, and the question is that then what is the last term says? Not yet. Last verse says,
Mm.
and we have to figure out when you're looking at a sutra, this is the strategy. This is
Yeah.
how you learn a sutra. You look at the first term or the first statement of the Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the last term of the Buddha in that sutra.
All right.
Okay, that is how you analyze the sutra. So there is an analysis of the sutra. So
Okay.
without analyzing in that manner, you start with the sutra. Then if you go on reading and understanding one after the other, you don't know where you are going to. Make sense?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Makes sense.
you're going blindly through that sutra until you find what Buddha says at the end. Okay?
Mm.
So question is clear to you, I believe, to a certain extent. What the question is, my pride about controlling myself is obstructing my path
Yeah.
towards the bliss of Nibbana.
Bliss
Buddha,
of
Buddha, how can I get rid of, how can I eradicate
and
that mana?
yeah, yeah.
That's the question. So you can repeat that several times. You can think about it. I was controlling myself so many times and enormously. I used all the tactics or whatever practices to control myself, but I got stuck by this mana, which is the pride, self pride. So, how can I get rid of that? So, Buddha is explaining or answering that question with, so that's the first one, this is the 12th one. So, Buddha used 10 verses to explain how to get rid of that. Can you understand that? Because this is the 12th one. We read the
Yeah,
first one. So in
yeah.
between, we have got 12 verses. So Buddha
Mm.
used 10 verses. Buddha used 10 verses to explain how to get there. Okay?
Mm. Yeah.
Now, then only you feel like reading, because people don't feel like reading because some people don't know how to analyze a sutra. Then you can remember also. So if you read that question several times, then it will stick into your mind. I can remember the question raised by this person, and the answer was that, and finally this is the place where you end up with. So, all right, let us look at this one. Eta disana katwana. Eta disana katwana is the first two words. Eta disana katwana. Eta disana katwana. Sabbatta maparajita. Sabbatta maparajita. Abbatta sotting gachanti. Now see sotting. Now look at that word, sotting, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a word here, sotting. Okay, go to the
Wait,
question. Go to
which
the
one?
question.
Which was 13?
Sotting is that one. Yeah, that's one. That's the one. Sotting. Sotting. Yeah, that's the one. So by remembering that sound, we'll go to the question again.
Mm.
We'll go to the question again and see whether there is anything to do with Sotting.
So Tim, what does it mean?
Yeah,
Sorry.
to get rid of that. Sotting.
Get rid of.
Okay.
Okay.
Sotting. Yeah, Sotti means get rid of, eliminate.
Eliminate.
Look at the question.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sottanang. So Sottanang is similar to Sotting, So it's like
Oh, yeah.
plural and singular, plural, the what do you call the
Yeah.
participle part
Yeah, yeah.
in the English.
Some verbs.
Yeah,
Yeah. From
the
verbs.
sorry, the various things, the adjectives, things like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
Sotting and Sottanang. Sottanang
Same thing.
means how to eradicate, Buddha, how to eradicate. Sotting, Sottanang. Sottanang means how can I get rid of this? Sottanang, eliminating. That's right, eliminating. It's called eliminating. Sotta means eliminated. So Sotta is at the last. So what Buddha says, that is how you eliminate mana. So if you go to the last one, you have to come back again. If you go to the 12th one again, please. We'll go to the 12th one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry about this going up and down, but
Yeah,
it's
my pleasure. No worries about
yeah,
that.
it's very interesting to look at that way. So
Mm-hmm.
now this says where this person has ended up with, what this person has achieved. That is what says, sabbat sotting gachanti tang tesang mangala muttamanti. Eta disana katwana. Okay, what that means in simple terms, eta disana katwana means, katwana is doing the way explained above by the Buddha, or adhering to the instructions given in the previous 10 verses of the Buddha. Eta disana katwana. Listening and practicing what it says above, this person becomes a non-loser in the world.
Oh, non-loser. Okay.
Abbat maparajita. Maparajita means non-loser. It's all given there. So that means this person will never lose for mana, uddacha, avidya, you name all the things that we studied, kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desa, moha, maccharya, krodha, 5 hindrances, 10 fetters, all those unwholesome actions. This person is not going to be a loser of those things. That is exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Sabbatta means all unwholesome actions are taken out from this system now. This person has taken out from the system. Or in other words, all the unwholesome actions are not working with this system, this person's system. Eta disana katvana sabbatta means all. All are not working, therefore, for all the things happening in the outside world, he becomes a non-loser. No matter what happens in the outside world or within the system. So it's why he's rejecting Kachanti, he's rejecting all the attachments, ignoring the attachments.
So good.
Whenever the things come to that person through upadana rupa, he just ignores that. He's not attaching. Now see, It's like, now see, when you're coming uh, home or when you're going somewhere, if you see, say, if you see a land pool, say, uh, say something like a, bus stand. If you see a bus stand, do you get attached to that? No,
Mm.
no, because it's not hurting you. If you see a, say a fence, if you see a fence for parapet wall or something like that, would you get upset about it? No,
No,
never. So Buddha is
never.
asking, why can't you, use the same method when you are dealing with other things in the world? Don't get attached to them. Then
Yeah.
no fear, no suffering. So
Yeah.
if I see a car, posh car, if I say to myself, it's just a car. It's just a car to go from A to B. It's a car to go from A to B. So when I see the most beautiful car, they say, or the most ugliest car in the world, I don't care because both are cars to go from A to B. So no attachment.
Yeah.
So that is the method given by that. So rejecting means actually the best term is ignoring. Buddha said
Ignore it.
ignore. Ignore the
Ignore.
karma. Now see, when you see something, the
Mm.
karma is coming behind you and say, yeah, yeah, take me, take me, take me with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always.
Right? So
Yeah.
so that is what is happening here. So he's going to get, so we can read this thing now very slowly, what the question is. Okay. So question and the achievement. Okay, let us go to
Yeah.
the first one, please.
Quick
The
question here.
question is, how do I become a neutrally bliss?
Please.
Eternal, I'm reading what is there, but which I have written here under the verse. Under the verse, I have written how do Bruhi is how do I become a neutrally bliss, Mangala, eternally very well relieved, Achintya, from all impurities. All impurities, as well as unbiasedly optimistic, supreme human being or sublime human being. So I want to become a supreme human being, eternally blessed, no impurities, by eliminating. So I have to do something by eliminating sotta, the obstructive mana which came to my system, akanka mana. Self-confidence and overconfidence. Those are the mana is giving those troubles that incurred especially due to being a well-controlled person of my own process of this very life. The Buddha preached the following verses to answer his question. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Clear.
if you read through that several times, you get a better understanding about what the question is, because we have to
Yeah.
find out what the question is. How do I become a neutrally blissful,
Please. Please.
eternally very well relieved person of from all impurities, take all, as well as relief from all impurities. So I had to eradicate or get rid of all the impurities which are in the system. It's an enormous task. It's an enormous task, but this person has done it. He's a sort of a monk, not a layman. So it's as well as unbiasedly optimistic, supreme, sublime human being. Manussacha is that. That is the a quality of Arahants, Buddha's quality. Supreme.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
different.
Manussacha means that. Manussacha is a
Saja.
supreme quality of a Arahant or a Buddha. Now,
Yeah.
I will bring that term with another statement. Now, see, if you look at the qualities of Buddha, when we say qualities of Buddha, we have learned from our small age, I don't know whether you can remember that, Satta Deva Manussana. Have you heard about that? Satta
No.
Deva Manussana. I'll read the other things. Okay. That is, where are we? Okay. Dham, Sang. Okay. So it's Buddha. What are the qualities of Buddha?
What are the qualities of Buddha? Is
Yeah, when we say there
enlightened.
are 9 basic qualities of Buddha.
The basic qualities of Buddha is tranquility, blissful,
Your
and
qualities is, the attributes or qualities or,
yeah, and always in
so
mutually blissful.
yeah, so it's the normal Buddha qualities, Buddha. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. There are 3 things: Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
Sangha.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buddha,
Triple,
Dhamma, and Sangha. Yeah.
triple
So,
jewel, triple jewel.
oh, yeah. So we always worship Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Am I
Sangha.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah. So uh, it's a famous thing. One quality is Sattva Deva Manussana.
Hmm?
Sattva Deva Manussana. You go and see the book where the qualities are given. One is Sattva Deva Manussana, Buddho Bhagava. Right? So Sattva Deva Manussana means, now see, look at that Buddha's quality and look at the first part of this verse. Bahu Deva Manussacha. Bahu Deva Manussacha. Buddha's quality is Sattva Deva Manussana. Sattva Deva Manussana. So it's 2 terms are similar to that. Here you have got Bahu. Buddha's quality has got Sattva Deva. Sattva Deva Manussana. Sattva. Sattva means the Sattva means animals. So
Animal.
animal we don't say animal qualities of animals, we say behavioral patterns of animals. So
Behavior
because
patterns of
we are
animals.
sort of animalistic, system is there to a certain extent in our process. So we have to eradicate the animal behavioral system, whatever within us. Okay, by controlling. So animal behavioral system is little bit of animal behavior also included in our system, inculcated in our system. So it doesn't say we are animals, no. Because some people used to behave like animals sometimes. Have you seen that?
Yes.
You have seen that when they are shouting, when they are, assaulting
Get
others,
angry.
they are sometimes worse than animals. We say they are worse than animals, people say.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that animalistic behavioral pattern comes into the system due to kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha, moha, macharya, krodha, vaira. Now see vaira. Retaliation. Retaliation is always with the animals. So animal sattva deva manusana means Buddha has eradicated all the animalistic behavioral patterns controlled. Sattva deva manusana. That is how Buddha's one of the qualities is expressed there. Or no more animal qualities in Buddhas or Arahants or people who are following these things. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it means. So that is one of the qualities of the Buddha, or we say traits of the Buddha, or the attributes of the Buddha, characteristics of the Buddha, or whatever term you use. All right, so that's I went a little bit out of the way. All right, now come to this. How do I become a neutrally blissful, eternally very well relieved from all impurities, as well as unbiasedly optimistic, supreme, sublime human being? By eliminating that obstruction that is to do with the self pride, or we can say it is sort of a pride which came due to not due to something else, due to controlling that person himself. So pride came up. And overconfidence. So that's the question. That's the question raised by this person. That clear? That clear, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Okay. Now we go to the last 12th one, please. And I just want to
Okay, last one is here.
yeah, that's right. Thank you. Okay, that's better.
Mm.
Now, it is quite clear that I'm reading what is written there. It is quite clear that this person has followed the above mentioned directions. That is eta disana, the task, katpana, this whatever instruction given by the Buddha is accepted and went along with the 10 verses, but the 10 verses said. So this person has adhered to the instruction given in the 10 verses above. Then what happens? Quite successfully and duly. Thus, this person has now realized all disturbing actions related to this life and able to restore neutral state in the interior. Neutral means it is calmness. By being a non-loser, by being a non-loser. What do you mean by non-loser? So that person cannot be changed by anything from the world. That person's system won't change. That person's physical body particles won't undergo compression, squeezing, warming up, and vibration. Those things are not happening to this particular person. So no man, no uddacha vidya, nothing is happening. That is by maintaining neutral speeds. That's the main thing. Now see, we have got speed within our system. Whenever we do something, the speed, internal speed comes into the picture without our knowledge. So we have to reduce that speed to the neutral state. Neutral state means, neutral speed means, I would say neutral speed, not speeds. Anyway, so that is the speed of a person when he is at equanimity, upekka, tranquility. When the person is practicing tranquility, that person will be at neutral speed. Can you understand
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Can.
Its neutral speed is. Now see, whenever the speed goes up, we get agitated, we get anger, all sorts of things are coming into the system. So when the speed
Mm.
is at that level, neutral level, no harm done, and that neutral speed is called Dhamma by Buddha. Buddha says Dhamma is the speed.
Ah,
Dhamma is the speed.
speed. Okay.
This is Dhamma. So it's via Dhamma Sankara. Don't increase your speed just before closing the eyes by the Buddha to pass away from this world. Buddha said,
Mm.
via Dhamma. Via means eradicate. Dhamma is speed, high speeds. Via Dhamma Sankara, because it brings Sankara. Sankara, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara. Vinyana. We have studied that in the 5 aggregates. Vaya Dhamma Sankara Appamadena Sampadena. Without delay, please eradicate the high speed within your system. That is what Buddha said just before passing away from this world. Vaya Dhamma Sankara Appamadena Sampadena. So Buddha brought everything together and said to the world, don't you look after your speed within your system whenever you are dealing with the outside world. When you are dealing with the outside world, what you have to look at is your speed. Am I at the neutral speed or some other speed?
Other speed.
Yeah. If I am at a different speed higher than the neutral speed, I am in trouble. The
Yes.
system you know get agitated, or get vibrated or whatever. Within all situations of this life, now see, is maintaining that neutral speed within all situation of this very life. Then what happens when the neutral speed is there? I'll give another practical example. If I have to be vacuum clean this particular room, if I do that with my neutral speed without having any anger,
Mm.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm going to gain enormous strength to do another room or two.
Exactly.
If I get angry or anger, if I inject the anger into my system while doing that,
You
I'll,
have
I'll
you
get,
have
I'll
no
get,
extra energy.
yeah, then your energy will, you know, disappear in no time because you're using the
Appearing.
energy for your, anger also, part of the energy. So we should not use part of the energy for that. So this, it says, eventually this person gains enormous strength to live this life by detaching from worldly possessions used for happiness in the past. So in the past, that person was using the possessions to be happy. It is the mana. Mana is the possession to be happy. Mana is coming from nowhere. It is not in the system, Buddha says. All these, kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desa, moha, machariya, krodha, vaira, those are not belongs to us. We just create them in the system. The outside, they are not ours. They are not ours. People think, anger is, it doesn't matter, have anger a little bit. No, that's not ours. Anger is not ours. And it gives a example like a lotus flower grows in mud and blossoms without touching the mud. Buddha gave that
Yeah.
example.
Mm.
That means although the flower born in mud, extending completely away from it, since this person is freed, sottam, freed, eradicated from all the attachment. Sabbanta means all. The universe have now this is important thing. The universe or the world can't accept this type of a person because no karma in that system. So the entire universe accepts the people with karma, at least for a certain amount. If a person has rejected that, that person can go from this world at any time. That is what Buddha decide to go from this world. That's called parinirvana. That means Buddha said to the associate Ananda, Venerable Ananda, Ananda, I'm going to attain the fourth dhyana or the level to go from this world forever. Have you
Mm.
heard that?
Yeah.
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 So once the karma is not in the system, always the outside world is rejecting that person.
Yeah. So where is Buddha going?
Hmm?
So you just mentioned Buddha told Ananda and
Yeah, and Buddha
yeah.
said, I'm going to go from here. What happens is when
Yeah.
Buddha goes away, that energy the Buddha had would dissipate in the universe. It's still
Mm-hmm.
there, but we can't touch. We can touch if we become a person like that to a certain extent. So that energy is in the universe and no birth hereafter to suffer. That is
Mm.
what it is. Or
Yeah.
depart from the world at any time with bliss of Nibbana. That is exactly what has happened. So this person found the way to achieve what he is looking for.
Yeah.
Tam tesang mangala muttamanti. Tam tesang means it's achieve what he is looking for. It
Mm.
says it says in the last paragraph. There's another paragraph. Just bring it up, please. Yeah, just
Last paragraph. This one.
no. After that, yeah. After
After
that,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's that part. Yeah,
Okay.
the exceptional opportunity to depart muttang from the world at any time is an
Mm.
incredible, supreme, and sovereign mangala occasion,
Mm.
manti, that
Mm.
person can preserve in this world. The situation can only be equated to an imperishable, deathless or eternal state, Tantesa, of extinction, doesn't award any by the universe for anyone.
Mm.
In view of the above, instead of chanting the words of Buddha in this entire text, it is much beneficial to all of us if the instruction of these sutras are pragmatically utilized. So
Mm.
practically we have to practice what Buddha says. While we are chanting is okay, but we have to practice as well. Chanting is not a problem. There's nothing wrong in that, but better to while chanting, better to practice as well. That's what I have written there, but I don't know whether people get it, wrong. Okay, so
Mm.
so you got the first two, first one and the last one. All right.
Yeah.
So if you are happy to come tomorrow, we can go through one or two in that sutra.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, I like to. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So if you understood that, or if you are not understood anything, please ask me tomorrow. I'll go through this first and the last 12. Then we go to the second one. And why
Yeah,
did
okay.
the, but what I'm asking by myself is this. This is the problem. This is the question raised by that person. So this is where he's going to end up at, right? Now
Yeah.
my question is, what Buddha said in the second verse? Why? Why and what? I want that
What
answer.
and why? Okay.
Why and what? And then go to the third one and say, why and what? Why Buddha said the third one? Is it related to the first and the second and the second and the first and the second? Is it related to the fourth one? Is it related to the first and the second and the third? And why Buddha said fourth one? So we have to look at, one by one, analyzing one by one intelligently to figure out what Buddha was trying to explain to this person.
Yeah.
So many things where there's a saying that you learn, you listen, you learn, you have to learn how to learn.
Yes.
You have to learn how to learn.
You learn how to learn.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So we learn from you.
Then
This,
only you
yeah.
learn. So we have to
Because yeah, how
understand how
to
to
read.
learn as well.
Yeah.
Okay, with
Yes.
that with that thought, we'll meet you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay,
Same time.
tomorrow night. Yeah, see you
Okay.
then.
All the best.
All the best.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Thanks, Subhash. All the best for
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay. Take care.